Pokémon is a franchise that really needs no introduction. It's been around for a very long time, and every year or so, it seems that Nintendo releases a new variation or a remake, and fans flock to the stores, buying up literally every single copy. I never really got into the franchise, but I enjoyed some of the games over the years. Pokémon Legends Arceus is the newest title to bring these creatures to the Switch, and it does so with a different flavor. The official description reads, quote, Pokémon Legends Arceus is an action role-playing game that preserves the core gameplay of past entries in the mainline series. The game is set in a bygone era of the Sinnoh region's history, when it was also known as the Hisua region, long before the events of Pokémon Diamond and Pearl and the remakes takes place. The mythical Pokémon Arceus plays a major role in the story. End quote. Now I do need to point out that the footage shown is from gameplay trailers, as I kept getting errors when capturing gameplay from my Switch, but that is an error on my end. Pokémon Legends begins with you being hurled back in time, essentially, which is an interesting twist to begin with. You've arrived in Sinnoh with only yourself and your Arc phone. Right out of the gate, I'll admit that Pokémon Legends isn't the most graphically intense Pokémon title, but it does allow for a much more open world experience than ever before. You are discovered by a professor who is assisting the Galaxy team, who have semi-invaded Sinnoh in order to build a settlement and explore this new region. Capturing Pokémon works a little bit different. Each Pokémon has a unique set of requirements to properly complete their Pokédex entry, and this game leans more strongly than any previous game before it on the premise that you're researching Pokémon, which I liked quite a bit because it made me feel like this was somewhat of a more realistic take on the franchise, although it is more time consuming. Fearing Pokémon is something you're always told, but it's never realized in any game. This time though, Pokémon wander the environment freely and have a variety of characteristics that influence how they behave towards you. Some will just pass you by, ignoring you and go about their daily lives, while others, well, let's just say that if you see them, you'd want to run for your life because they will attack you. The gameplay is also very different from what you expect from other Pokémon games. Grass, for example, usually aided in the capture of Pokémon, although that is no longer the case. Rather, it is now part of a stealth system that allows you to collect Pokémon without having to fight them. You might also have to hide, avoiding some dangerous ones as they can attack you, depleting your limited health bar. The quest structure, in which you'll be bombarded with tasks from individuals anxious for you to catch specific types of Pokémon or gather specific types of communities, makes you feel more involved in the world, but it can be a bit overwhelming at times. Resources is also important, as well as the crafting system that allows you to create potions and put together Pokeballs on the go, eliminating the need to go to town. The combat is still turn-based, but if you're not careful, you'll end up battling more than just one Pokemon at a time. It feels faster than previous Pokemon games, but it can be a bit overwhelming if this is your first game in the series. You can easily identify the Pokemon in the wild, so you've got to be careful on how you approach certain battles. The story is somewhat of a hit or a miss, depending on how much you're invested in the lore, but frankly it didn't really draw me in, and I kinda lost track of what I was supposed to do halfway through the game, as I paid more attention on catching Pokemon and essentially building up my small army. Many fans have eagerly anticipated the release of Pokémon Legends, as it really is a fresh take on the franchise, and it's probably the best it's ever been in terms of gameplay. Playing this game in handheld mode works well, as most of the pop-ins and visual flaws are not really noticeable, but if you do play it in docked mode and on a bigger TV like I did, the game really looks outdated. It was probably the biggest issue I had, and I know graphics aren't everything in games, but when you constantly have grass, trees, textures and much more pop in, it becomes a really big distraction. I know that this would never make it to PC, PlayStation or Xbox, but I can't help to think how beautiful this game could be had Nintendo used better hardware. I do feel that this game is beginning to show the age of the Nintendo Switch, and I do wonder that if and when we'd get the next Nintendo console, will they update this with an enhanced version with better visuals and sell it at a higher price? Given that Nintendo keeps re-releasing their games, it won't really surprise me at all. Now, if you're a Pokemon fan, then you probably already own this game, but if I had to put a score on this, then I'd easily give it a 7 out of 10. I'd like to thank Nintendo Norway for providing me with a review copy of this game, and for more gaming content, check out the rest of my channel. If you enjoyed this video, then give me a thumbs up. If you dislike it, then give me a thumbs down, but please tell me why so I can improve my videos. My name is Frank, I'm the RedTieGuy, and frankly, thank you for watching. Catch you guys in the next video.